Good evening, everyone. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day, or I should say, I hope you had a good day, and I hope you have a pleasant weekend as well. But real talk, I want to get to this video quick. I'm very focused on this particular video that I'm about to do. Also, anyway, before I go any further, thank you guys for liking and subscribe to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much. Absolutely, thank you. I want to say, it's been, I'm going to be working on more with content. I want to make that clear. I want to keep on working on this content, giving you real things that you need to understand. And again, I'm letting you guys know I'm a pro-truth channel and pro-black man understanding that he needs to be a provider and a protector and the real leader when it comes to Black America. It's no, taking the seat behind. It's starting to lead. It's starting to take proper leadership in the Black community. And this is what this channel is based about. And also this video that I'm about to do, it's going to be a short, nice and short video, but this video is pertains to a lot of things that I've discussed when it comes to the Black man starting to understand that he needs to understand he needs to be the patriarchy. It's okay to have the matriarchy. If you have your lady and everything, it's so in a household and you have your family, it's okay to have the matriarchy household and the patriarchy household. It's A-okay. Excuse me. But I need you guys to understand this is what it is. We need to start recognizing that all this emotional stuff, all these things that you've been getting away with most of your life, if you was raised in a real strong matriarchy household, or you was raised to be a simp, you was raised to be a blue pill type of guy, it's okay, but you need to understand who's really respecting you and your decisions that you make. Who's really respecting you when you have truth to tell from your own perspective. This video is I'm gonna chime in on this particular video that I'm about to show you guys with Tucker Carlson and Jason Whitlock the other day. I know a couple of you guys that's in my audience probably don't like Fox News and this and that third. This is why this is a pro-truth channel, and this is a patriarchy, Black man understanding that you need to be a provider and a protector and a leader of your household and your community. So if you one of them people that think a woman should, take lead and you don't mind it, it's okay. This channel more than likely isn't for you at all. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna play the video and then I'm gonna chime in from there. Hold on 1 second.
So Jason Whitlock talked to the president today about his outreach efforts to African-American voters and how they're working out. Here's part of that interview.
We've seen Ice Cube work with you guys.
Right.
50 Cent, another popular rappers, endorsed you. Kanye.
Yes.
Are we seeing a turn where people are starting to evaluate you on your record and policy and performance rather than personality?
I think so, and I think what else has happened.
Hold that thought. Just want to let you guys know. I know, again, just like I said, this is a pro-truth channel. I know a lot of you guys probably have a problem because you're going off your emotional mindset. But again, this is about understanding your reality. It's about understanding being logical. It's not about who you don't like or who you like. It's not about hurting the messenger. It's about listening to the message. All right, so listen to the message. Jason Whitlock, Tucker Carlson, Donald Trump and everything. Just listen to the message.
For 100 years, the Democrats have had the black vote. 100 years. I mean, it's been forever. And look at Baltimore, look at Oakland, look at all these places that are doing horribly. And I think a lot of people are saying, hey, wait a minute, this is not right. We've been, automatic. It's almost like, I don't know why they keep going. It's a habit. It's almost a habit to vote for a Democrat.
Yep.
And now you have a lot of people going into the Republican Party, black representatives. You have a young woman in Baltimore, I think, I don't know.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. I don't know if can she win or not, because, it's like almost 100% Democrat, but it shouldn't be.
Jason Whitlock of Outkick did that interview. We're happy to have him on tonight. Jason, thanks for coming on. What do you think? What struck you about what he said?
Well, I think there's some clear momentum for President Trump, particularly, I think, with black men. I think we've been carrying on a facade for 3.5 years as black men that somehow we can't relate to Donald Trump, that we didn't celebrate him in hip-hop music for decades, that he wasn't friends with countless black athletes, entertainers, celebrities. Look, in a part of this interview that we'll air in full tonight on Outkick, he mentioned that at one point he and Jesse Jackson were friends. And that he's like, Jesse Jackson may still say positive things about me. So there's been a charade, I think, particularly among black men, pretending that they don't have something in common with President Trump. And that facade is starting to end, and I think that's why you've seen the rapper Ice Cube, you've seen 50 Cent and Kanye start reaching out and acknowledging the truth that they really don't have a problem with Donald Trump.
I wonder if that's part of the reason that from day one, 5 years ago, when Trump announced, his opponents zeroed in on this Trump is a racist thing. Because I remember polling from 2000 when he flirted with running that showed that black men, not black women so much, but black men specifically, kind of liked Trump. And maybe that's why they went after him that way.
Tucker, look, I'm someone that grew up during the hip-hop at its beginning.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to say it from my standpoint. As I was going into my transition of being the man that I'm trying to be to this day, for the last 5 or so years, I've been looking at the what is called trying to be much less emotional than and more logical than ever before. And I think that has a situation where I was raised with a lot of women. Nothing wrong being raised with women, but you have to have a balance. Every child, boy and a child in general, and a girl, boy and a girl, child, they have to have a balance. In my community, for the most part, for the people that I know of, you can tell there's no balance in the Black American household. But that's not to say a lot of young black men, especially in my generation, that wanted balance, but we couldn't find it because we had nothing but low lives coming in our household, you know what I'm saying, when it came to men. And all the good men, they didn't want that situation where they was in the situation where the woman they was dealing with, had problems. Not just kids, just had the problems that gave them problems. And I understand that for the last 5 or so years. I understood that. You got to pardon me for not having a situation where I had strong women in my family, a lot of them, but still it needs a balance. I need a strong man. You can't just have a man, excuse me guys, you can't just have a man that you think, just because he's a man, because he has a penis, that's the problem. And I see a lot of things coming on to what's going on today. I see a lot of black men starting to realize the way we living, the way we following our women and following all these people that really don't give a shit about us, and it's leading us to our doom. And if it's not leading us personally, it's leading our peers, all our boys, our homeboys, the men in our family. We starting to see that. And we starting to see how men such as Donald Trump leads with a ruling class, something that is taboo for the last 50 years in the Black American community. We're gonna be real honest about this. Hold on, I'm gonna let y'all listen to the rest of this video.
And if you go listen to hip hop music and what black men and our mentality, it's just not that inconsistent with President Trump. And so, yeah, do I think they have feared that? Look, the masculinity of Trump, he represents the patriarchy. He's not politically correct.
Yep.
Those are things that I'm just sorry, a lot of black men can relate to.
Yeah.
And it's not really surprising to me that he's starting to make headway in that direction. And I think, look, if you go look at his support of HBCUs, the First Step Act, the criminal justice reform he's done, the opportunity zones in black communities, the investment that he sparked. And then go back when the economy was going well, the record unemployment for black men and just black people in general. When you go evaluate the record, not the personality. I get he doesn't act presidential, and I get why that's off-putting to people. But when you go evaluate the policy, it says, like, holy cow, this guy is not only a man of his word. Look at the money he's directed from the federal government toward HBCUs. This deal he's negotiated with Ice Cube about the platinum plan, he may actually follow through on it. And I just think that rings true and compelling to a lot of black men.
I can't believe you used the term patriarchy in a non-pejorative way on TV, and I'm really glad that you did. Jason Whitlock, thank you. Great to see.
Yeah, so what it is I want to, that was the end of the video. I want to relay a little bit more of my perspective on the video and what's going on in the society. Since I think 2016, since Donald Trump been running, the percentages don't tell a lie. Benzo was still low in 2016, but it was the highest in a very long time that black men start voting for Donald Trump. A lot of black men are turning Republican, such as myself, but a lot of black men are, we're not really, I'm mainly an independent, but when I see Donald Trump, I don't see a Republican, to be honest with you. I don't see even a politician. When I see Donald Trump, I see a man, again, matriarchy, sorry about that, masculine, I'm sorry, very masculine man. Just like Whitlock said, just like Jason Whitlock said, a man that takes charge of things, that understands that he needs to make decisions, and I guarantee men like that always, I don't know no man that makes great decisions, that's a provider and protector, that a woman don't respect. Because if that man that have that mindset like that, he usually not with the woman that, excuse me, hold on a second.
Thank you.
He's usually not with the woman that is making him crazy, to say the least. He's usually not that, he's not with that type of woman. You understand me? He usually with the woman that, that's going to make his life better, not going to make his life worse. So anyway, with the voting situation, from my perspective, on what I be seeing, and a lot of, young black men that's turning Republican or turning independent, not just voting Democrat all the way, they seeing this, they understanding that, damn. And then we're getting ostracized by all these different super liberal, feminist black women that all they want is to take the lead, that want to stay in the lead. All they want is, they want to make sure the patriarchy is strong. Now, I'm just talking about the super liberal black women. They want to make sure the patriarchy is strong in the household. They don't want no change because they know the Democratic Party is going to keep them in, on that pedestal. Because the only reason why they even care about us until we, for a lot of them, and I'm talking about the super liberal feminist black women, because they in the game, they in bed, most of them, even super liberal black men, most of them in bed with these different entities that don't give shits about black men, that think black men are little boys. I think black men can't structure their own opinion about things. This is why I tell every black man, or man, just a man in general, you must understand who's around you. You must not demand respect. Excuse me, you can't do that no more. You can't demand respect. You must make sure that anything around you that's not respecting you, being as though you bring in the respect with you by respecting others that's around you. If they don't respect you, it's time to go east and they go west. It's a simple thing. They get mad at us because I'm talking about the logical red pill black men, because a lot of us are voting for Trump because we understand that we can actually relate to this man. A lot of, I'm telling you from my perspective, I know a lot of brothers that's getting over that democratical hump, that Democrat hump, that never did shit for black men. To be honest with you, liberals did a lot for black women. The liberal democratical party, all they did a lot for black women. But being as though they didn't do a lot for black men and black children, So, but it's not the liberal black woman her fault. It's that black man that don't mind a woman taking a lead, and while they stand like this, and when she say get up, he get up. When she say fall asleep, he fall asleep. No. And the woman it's in a woman DNA to understand that her man needs to make the decisions for the family, especially when she was raised by a real man. This is why a lot of black men are starting to understand that Democrats do not benefit us. They benefit probably immigrants, certain ones anyway. They benefit our black liberal women a whole lot, if we're going to be real honest with the thing. But anyway, this is from our perspective, guys. And this just saying this, get into the, sorry about that, I'm saying, 100 times. Write in the comment section what you think about this. Do you think black men that's logical and rational, not built on just emotions, can relate to men like Donald Trump? And be honest with yourself. Even if you say no, let me know. All right, guys, peace out.